Steady flow energy equation, or otherwise also called as S of EE. Just consider a system like this which has an entry point and also an exit point. I am defining the entry point as 1 and the exit point as 2. And the fluid can enter through the entry point and the fluid can leave the system through the exit point 2. Now just consider a ground level as indicated in the figure. With respect to the ground level, the entry point's height can be defined as Z1. Similarly, we can define the height of the exit point with respect to the ground level as Z2. Heat is added to the system and heat is denoted here as Q. And if the system is doing some work means, or it is producing some work means, the work will be going outside and it is denoted as W here. Now, according to the first law of thermodynamics, we can write like this: Q is equal to del E plus W, that is heat energy is equal to change in energy plus work done. Now, applying the limit, that is energy entering inside the system and it is leaving, based upon that limitation, we are splitting this del E as E2 minus E1. We need to know what is this energy, so we need to analyze what are the energy forms which can be included in thermodynamics. First one, kinetic energy, that is half mv square. It is written with respect to the mass flow rate. Next one, potential energy, mgz, with respect to mass flow rate. The next one, internal energy. So internal energy is normally the energy associated with the atoms or molecular level energy, and it can be denoted with the letter capital U, and this also can be written in the specific internal energy form also, and it is also written with respect to the mass flow rate. The next one, flow energy. This energy is responsible for the fluid to be in movement. So pressure and volume can be termed as the product of the form which is responsible to move the fluid, which can also be written in terms of specific volume, and again it is also with respect to the mass flow rate. So now we have seen all these four energy forms are responsible in a thermodynamic first law when a system is operated. So I am getting these four forms of energy into this point, that is E2 and E1. Now Q is equal to, first let us write the E2, that is energy at the exit point. According to the diagram, 2 is at the exit point. First I am inserting the kinetic energy. So here M2 and V2, which shows the kinetic energy at the exit point. Similarly, we can write the potential energy. M is replaced with M2, gravity of course constant, and Z2. And next one, internal energy, and next one, flow energy. Now we have completed E2. Now we need to concentrate on E1. So similarly, we can write the E1 also, that is kinetic energy, potential energy, internal energy, and of course flow energy. Now we have left out this W, we need to include that also here. So plus W. So now we have included all the energy forms and we have expanded the previous equation with the different types of energy. Let's move to the next step. Now I am modifying the above equation so that the different forms of energies with respect to inlet and exit are coupled together. Here the exit kinetic energy and here the inlet kinetic energy I am taking as like this. Similarly, we can do for potential energy, that is potential energy at the exit, and similarly the potential energy at the inlet. Similarly, the internal energy at the inlet and the internal energy at the exit and inlet can be written like this. Similarly, the flow energy can also be written like this, plus work done. As a next step, we need to understand a point. Since it is a steady flow energy equation, the mass at inlet and mass flow rate at exit is same. Mass flow rate at the inlet is equal to mass flow rate at the exit. Simply we can define it as m. So I am going to replace the above equation m1 and m2 as m. So by replacing it, we can take the m which is common in the term. So I am taking the m outside of this bracket, similarly here, and similarly here. So the above equation is modified like this. After replacing that m, now we need to include the enthalpy. Enthalpy is the sum of internal energy and flow energy. Now this equation has to be modified so that it comes as U plus PV. So now you can see that the kinetic energy and potential energy are written without any modification. Now coming to this point, this U2 is written and P2 V2 is taken from this point and it is included here. Similarly, U1 is taken here and P1 V1 is coupled with U1, so that U plus PV will act as enthalpy. Similarly here also. So here on negative sign, here on negative sign. So we can take that negative sign here. So that here we can replace it as this one as H2 and this one as H1. So as a next step, I am writing that. So this form is written as H2 and this one as H1, and the common mass value m, mass flow rate, is taken like this. So of course now we have come to the end. This is the steady flow energy equation which is displayed here in this screen. We should know one point, that is H is nothing but internal energy plus flow energy. And to know about the terms which I have used in the video, that is Q means heat energy and the unit is joules per second or otherwise watts. And the next one, change in energy. We have used that del E in the beginning of the derivation. Next one, work done. Similar to heat energy, it is joules per second or watts. And mass flow rate, since it is a flow rate, of course it will be kg per second. Velocity, that is small v, in italic form I have used as velocity, and it is meters per second. And g, acceleration due to gravity, meters per second square. Of course for earth we use 9.81 meters per second square. And next, z, usually we call it as height, that is in terms of meter. And general form of internal energy, we can also write m into u. Of course, since it is energy, it can be written as joules per second. And next one, specific internal energy, that is small u. The above capital U can be remodified and can be written like this: U is equal to capital U by mass flow rate. And next one, enthalpy. Of course, it can be written in specific form also, which is energy, and the unit is joules per second. And specific enthalpy, similar to specific internal energy, we can write. So with this, I end this video. Thank you.